It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. At the 25-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Ready?
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Second and 5.
Let's go now. Ready?
Once more with Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. You look at this Bears defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think is making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The 31-yard line. To throw, Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing is Williams. That's out wide here for Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, he just stuck out there and they just get a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The Bears still looking for that first win. 0-6 to start the year. And really, it's just sort of been one thing after another, Charles.
It certainly has, and they're one of those teams that while all teams talk about starting fast, that's like, topic one. This team never has. That's been an issue for them all season long. And because of that, they've never been able to catch up during games.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. You look at this Packers defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
Down now, 50 Fury. Set. Drilled, black 40. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to them, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And this play will be blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Looking to throw is Williams. To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland. So the completion gets him just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Williams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Okay,
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Again, it's Harvey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Black block. Ready?
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's held the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now 2nd and 5.
What is up?
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
What is it?
To the air, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Williams looking to do it himself. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Love, they go play action now. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 43.
Now Love. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's Love. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Romeo Doubs 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. But not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
Ready?
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Red, 38. Set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was supposed to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
52 Blue. Ready?
Love now. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Savion Williams, 28 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by York is up and good. And it is 28-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Pass caught by Burden. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third down and 1.
Ready, set. Vegas, Vegas.
To throw, Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Ready,
Been a very
ready.
strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Ready,
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
set, ready.
Love looking to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Hey, check mega. Set, run.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Fury, yellow. Set.
To throw now. Here's Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
A gain of 15. And the Packer first.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Touchdown, Packers! Savion Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Ready tonight.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Throwing is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a head on him, do they?
And he'll get it down to the and 7 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
What is up?
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
What is up? Hold on.
Here's Williams. Open man is Duvernay. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground with Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another Bears first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
What is...
They'll run with Robinson. And right to the goal line. He loses the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. Down the sideline he goes. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right? The analytics will tell you one thing or another. It has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That's taken in by Duvernay. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
15-yard line.
Ready, set.
Off the option, here's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready, set.
Robinson is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown.
Yard line.
On the set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Set, huh?
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They're going to look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 15 yards.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
The career's my stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now.
Set, hut. 52 blue. Set, hut.
Back to throw now on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete.
Let's go.
From the 47 now to work with a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Bears' 27-yard line.
Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he is going to recover his own fumble. And boy, a big, big loss on this play. Wow. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
A fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
Ready?
Now they're out there again to try once more.
Ready?
They'll try it now with Harvey. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Vegas, Vegas!
One final shot, then look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on.